We're in Philadelphia. We've got some Philadelphia quickfire questions. On to the serious topics. Number one, where would you recommend someone going for a cheesesteak?
So I'm going to say a controversial answer in an unexpected way. I spent a year as a horse carriage driver in Old City, Philadelphia, and I had a running battle with a couple of the other drivers who were very passionate about their hole-in-the-wall steak shops. And we'd have these very lost tourists from very far away places asking for a cheesesteak, and they would be sending them to like, here's this deli in Nicetown's really got the best one, or like, have you ever been in Palatine Village? This has this incredible spot, or like over in Bridesburg is really where you want to go. And I'd be like, friends, that's not what these people are after. So I think you have to listen to your audience.
Yep.
If you're talking to people about their first steak, Pat's and Geno's is Philadelphia's Times Square, and deal with it, friends.
Yep.
And when you're first in New York from overseas, you go to Times Square. And when you're first there, you should go to Pat's and Geno's, and you should split it and just take your little photo. Yes. When you're at graduate course level, sure. Like I live in Fishtown.
Yeah.
Joe's is great. It's a staple of my life. And I think that's what steaks represent for Philadelphia life, is that it is part of the fabric. This is not a big show. This is when, you know, my kids and I are fighting and we need dinner right now. We can get a steak from Joe's. That is authentically and truly mine. That would be my answer for that. That is different than I got tourists in front of me and they need a show.
Totally. One of the things that I think is underrated with Philadelphia is, well, I don't think it's underrated living here, is the food scene in general. So non-cheesesteak. Where are you going on date night?
Oh, well, so I live in Fishtown, and I have this like running conversation with neighbors about what is good and what is good for the neighborhood and what is not. Yeah. My quick answer would be Murph's in Fishtown is a considerable reputation for Irish bar that then later added an incredible Italian chef. So it looks like a classic Irish almost dive bar, but they're having incredible pasta dishes. And it's very important for me because I can remember as an early journalist, I did before they got incredible Italian chef, I was in the back of Murph's with whiskey and sources when it was more dive bar, and now it has like world-class Italian pasta. So that dissonance is deeply representative of what I love about cities and what Philadelphia does best.
Cool. You decide to go back to being a tour guide. You've got some tourists here. What do you tell the tourists to go and see in Philadelphia?
So I still occasionally get asked to do tours more for like the kind of comical nature of it. I think one of Philadelphia's strengths that we should reinforce to anyone visiting us for the first time is that our most visited areas are not in Epcot Center. My newsroom overlooks the Liberty Bell. I've done grocery shopping in Reading Terminal Market. I walk across Liberty Bell. These are not touristy places. They are part of the living, breathing part of our life as residents. I think that's the takeaway, that we still operate a city that is stewarding a kind of American history for all its complexity, but we still live there. It's not been stuck in amber with double-decker red buses going there alone. We live there, and that for me is the strength. That's what I want out of a city, that they keep remaining dynamic and fitful and ferocious, and Philadelphia is that.